Okay, so a little bit of a different reaction this time, reaction slash review. So I saw that there were some character introduction, character profile, little video featurette type things, I guess, that Netflix has put up about various characters in The Witcher. I think there's only 3 right now. That was all I saw when I went looking on their channel. So they are profiling Geralt and, oh shoot, I forget the girl's name. The other 2 girls. Yennefer is one. It looks like Yennefer the way it's spelled. I might be saying it completely wrong. And then Cerelia, or whatever the girl's name, I think that's the character that he has to protect. So I decided I wanted to watch them because they're not very long. Well, I mean, they're on the longer-ish side, but it's not like they're 5, 10 plus minutes or anything like that. They're just a few minutes. And I decided I wanted to film, a reaction, review, critique, commentary sort of thing. I guess it wouldn't be so much of a critique, more of a commentary, just because I have pretty much no clue about the characters in this story. Now, some people on my other, especially the very first reaction video I did to one of the earlier Witcher trailers, they gave me some information about him because I remember that I didn't understand, like I thought that he was supposed to have magical powers, but in the first trailer that I saw, it was primarily showing him doing sword fighting, so I didn't understand that because I felt like we were supposed to see something different. And someone explained to me why it was, he fights a lot with his sword. He has some powers, but he's not super powerful. So he engages in physical combat. He's physically strong. So maybe this character introduction featurette thing will explore that a little bit more. So I haven't completely decided if what I'm going to do is have all of these in one video or if I'll chop them up. It just intuitively feels more right to me to just have them all in one instead of separate videos. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and check out the first one right now. And this is for Geralt, I guess that's the right way to say it, Henry Cavill's character in The Witcher. That's going to be on Netflix.
Tell me, Witcher, you don't believe in destiny?
He's so cool looking, y'all.
Or the lesser evil?
So tough.
What do you believe in?
What is a Witcher?
White hair, big old loner, 2 very, very scary looking swords. I know who you are.
A Witcher is a mutant. And their trade in particular
Look at that look.
is monster hunting.
The Butcher of Blaviken!
You are almost universally hated by every species on the continent.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's unlikely you're going to have a cheery personality. But Geralt
Dark.
himself, despite the stony
Geralt,
exterior,
okay.
is actually quite good. But very capable of doing bad things. Geralt isn't simply a white knight. He isn't simply a harsh monster hunter. He's an incredible blend of the two. The rumors about witches are that they don't have emotions.
You take no
Like a
prisoners.
tough guy.
So I hear.
And that is perpetuated by them.
Sometimes there's monsters, sometimes there's money. Rarely both.
When they're created, they undergo alchemical trials, which is a combination of elixirs and magic, which have very aggressive effects on their bodies. This allows them to take various potions. These potions enhance them in various and different ways. The signs that witches cast, they are basic magic, but very, very effective.
Okay.
You often see this very dry humor come through, which is one of the more charming aspects of Geralt.
You smell of death and destiny.
It's onion.
Right, yeah.
Destiny is one of the major
He's
themes,
dry.
which is a force which is controlling him and indeed the world around him. Geralt aggravates destiny. He doesn't believe in it. But it turns out there may be a little more to it.
Find her.
But Geralt's greatest strength is his capacity to still love despite having been treated incredibly harshly. Despite what he says, he still believes in the goodness of people. And you couple that with incredible sword skills, speed, agility, and endurance, then you have an interesting character.
True. True. So his character almost I mean, maybe it's not accurate to say that. I guess it's just because of his tough exterior, the face that he puts forward. He's just very, very macho and strong and tough. And yet he's reviled by people, many people in society. He almost, I want to say he almost comes across as an anti-hero, but I don't think he is, because it seems to me like there's more good in him than dark. But I might be wrong. Maybe he is sort of an anti-hero. His character looks pretty dang interesting to me. Part of that is because I like Henry Cavill, and also just because the source material looks pretty interesting. I have always recognized his character as being, like The Witcher. I've never played the game, but I always knew who he was because he is very impressionable, his look. And I always could tell this is that Witcher guy, even though I didn't know the first thing about his world or his story or the game. And I never had any interest to play the game. I still don't, because I'm not really into console games. I prefer more PC games and not really fighting role-playing type games. I'm not a huge fan. But having said that, some of the stories in games that I see look really interesting and look like they would be so much fun to watch in a movie or TV show format. Like, I would love to see a Metal Gear Solid movie. That looks like that would be amazing fun. But you couldn't pay me to play the game because I have no interest in playing the game. And so The Witcher has always been something interesting to me. So it's kind of exciting to see that they're making this series, and his character looks like he's going to be pretty convincing. I'm looking forward to finding out more about him and the world that he lives in. One thing I learned new from this particular little character introduction was that he's reviled by society in general. I didn't quite get that. I do remember seeing a scene in one of the other maybe the very first trailer, or maybe the second, I can't remember. Anyway, where they were throwing stuff at him, but I didn't know that was because of who he was. I thought people were just mad at him because of maybe something he'd done there in the town and they were pissed, or I didn't get what the situation was. You kind of have to sort of fill in the gaps when you watch things and you don't know the full context of the situation. But I'm really looking forward to watching this, and I hope that it unfolds in a very good, strongly written way. I'm going to be so annoyed if the writing on this is weak. I'm having good feelings about it. I'm optimistically hopeful, tentatively optimistic. No, not optimistically hopeful. I'm tentatively optimistic about this show. So I guess we'll see. Now I'm going to wrap this one up and move on to the next one.